Okay, hello everyone, this is Vimal Upadhyay. In this video, we are going to continue our discussion of electricity. Last thing that we are discussing in electricity was Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that if a current is flowing through a conductor, it is directly proportional to the potential difference across it, provided the conditions or the physical conditions are same, that is temperature and other physical conditions. We know that V is directly proportional to I. So in order to remove this proportionality symbol, we need to add a constant here. That constant is R. So here R is called resistance. So let's check what this resistance is. Resistance of a conductor is the obstruction that current faces while flowing through a conductor. How it obstructions comes out? We know that current flows due to flow of electrons, not only, but in a conductor not only currents are only not there, electrons are not only there, there are many other particles like atoms and ions are there. So during that flow they collide with each other, and due to this collision, obstructions are produces in the flow of current. That obstructions are called resistance. We can say here that V is equals to IR from Ohm's law. V is equals to IR, I'm so sorry for that. V is equals to IR. So R is equals to V by I. This is the formula for finding resistance. Unit of resistance is ohm. So can we define 1 ohm? Yes, we can define 1 ohm. 1 ohm is the resistance of a conductor when potential difference is 1 volt and the current flowing through it is 1 ampere. Now based on the resistance, objects are defined in the three parts. Elements are defined, characterized in the three parts. One is conductor, second one is resistor, and third one is insulator. Then let's see what are these. Conductor, that is very less resistance having. Conductor are those resistors, they are having very negligible amount of resistance that current can flow through it easily. Resistors are those which have comparatively high resistance compared to the conductors, and insulator, they are so much high, that much high resistance that current is cannot flow. Now we will check factors affecting resistance of a conductor. It depends upon length, it depends upon area of cross section, nature of material, and temperature. Let's see how it depends on several conditions. Resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length, that is R is directly proportional to L. It is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. When we combine them, it becomes R is proportional to L by A. To remove this proportionality sign, we have added a symbol called rho. Rho is known as resistivity. Resistivity is also called specific resistance. Let's see what this specific resistance is. Specific resistance or resistivity of a conductor is the resistance of a conductor of unit cross section area of unit length. Unit of rho is ohm meter. Unit of rho is ohm meter. Important of resistivity. Resistivity is directly proportional to resistance. So if higher the resistivity, higher the resistance. So clearly it says that for a good conductor resistivity is less, for a bad conductor resistivity is high. Effect of temperature on resistivity. With increase in temperature, resistance increases, that means resistivity also increases. Now we will talk about the combination of resistance that are called resistors. Apart from when we add 2 or 3 combinations of resistance into one, then these combinations are called resistors. There are 2 types of combinations are there. One is series combination, other one is parallel combination. Series combination and parallel combination. Let's see what are these. Series combination, a combination, listen to me carefully, a combination where current across each resistance is same but potential difference is divided in different parts, then that combination is called series combination. A combination where current across each resistance is same, but the potential difference is divided. Here for R1 potential difference is V1, for R2 potential difference is V2, for R3 potential difference is V3. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. By Ohm's law, V is equal to IR1, IR2, IR3, and RF here is the equivalent resistance that is being applied. What is equivalent resistance? In combination of resistance, what we do to for simplifying the problem, we replace this all resistance with one single resistance. So here that single resistance is called equivalent resistance, and it is represented by RS. So IRS is equals to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. I is common in all. So RS is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the equivalent resistance in case of series combination. Now next one is parallel combination. Parallel combination where potential difference is same but current is divided. As you can see in the diagram, current is divided into two parts, I1 and I2, but potential difference V is same across both ends, A and B. So VI is equals to I1 plus I2, I1 plus I2. We know that V is equals to IR, so I is equals to V by R, right? That's why V by RP, V by R equals to V by R1 plus V by R2. What is V by RP? Equivalent resistance in case of parallel combination. Here V is common, so take V and eliminate V from each one, so becomes 1 by R1. RP is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So that's it for this video. We will discuss our we will continue our discussion in next